I think they would have beat the fuck out of that kid.
Probably.
If they had gotten his gun away from him, if they hadn't killed him, they definitely would have beat the fuck out of him.
Probably.
I don't think he's a hero, and I don't think he should be celebrated. I don't think he should be, I think the jury came out with their verdict. I think we shouldn't be holding this over his head. I think it was unfortunate what happened. I think it played out. If it was going to play out this way, I think that's probably the best way it could have played out, unfortunately, and it sucks to say that. But I don't think, there's no way he's not traumatized from that. There's no way, and I've seen people say, because that crying meme of him sitting up there,
I wasn't gonna.
That's a little dicey. Some people are ugly criers. Some people, it doesn't look good when people cry. And I was like, I don't know if he falls into this category where he's trying to.
The one thing that did kind of, because I was like, this is some fucking bullshit.
Repost.
I didn't repost any. I haven't reposted anything about anything
like that. Some of those memes were funny. I was dying for a few of them. And I was like, this is not good.
Because I saw the video of that, and was texting my friends, and I was like, I have seen toddlers trying to convince their parents that they hurt themselves better than that bullshit. Like, for real. But because I was definitely one of those people. What really got me about that, though, was the crying and the not so casual glance to the jury in the midst of his crying. That kind of fucked me up. What made me pull back kind of on that, probably unnecessarily harsh criticism, I will admit that, is that when the verdict came back, he cried almost the exact same way.
Okay, so maybe that was a genuine...
And so I was like, maybe he's just an ugly-ass crier. I don't wholeheartedly believe it, but it did make me rethink it.
Some people, I've seen some people
are
and it's like,
ugly,
just pull it together,
criers.
Yeah.
Some people are ugly criers, and it's like, that can't be real.
But regardless, I don't know if he's remorseful. I will give it that.
Yeah.
I don't know if he feels sorry, because I do genuinely believe, and I agree with it to an extent, that it was self-defense.
Mm-hmm.
And so I get if he would be like, listen, it sucks that there was loss of life. I'm sad that people had to die, but I'm not sorry for how my actions played into that, because I think they would have beat the fuck out of that kid.
Probably.
If they had gotten his gun away from him, if they hadn't killed him, they definitely would have beat the fuck out of him.
Probably. And that wouldn't have been,
That would have been bad either way. If they beat him to death,
Correct.
and then we're charging those three.
Correct.
Like, either way, it would have been dicey.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he's remorseful, but there's no way that killing two people doesn't have some... Maybe it's not appreciable now, like he doesn't recognize it, but I guarantee it had some effect on him.
I think that if that doesn't have some effect and trauma on him, just this whole process in general is going to have some trauma on him.
The public backlash will definitely...
If he's not, unless, and where my other issue comes in, unless he is being essentially rewarded by people hiring him or getting book deals and and documentaries and like all of the shit that inevitably comes from big trauma stories
he did that
like this.
Tucker Carlson interview.
Right. So I think that is going to be dicey also, and that's a risky move for certain interviewers. And, whatever. But I think that the people that are probably going to partake in those things are like, oh, fuck it. They don't care.
It's going to be... You're not going to have any left-wing people watching that interview.
No, they would lose so many people.